Hello, dear students. It's nice to see you again. Now that we have completed our first book, we are about to switch to the second book, which is called Essential Words for IELTS. As I know, you are studying this book in your subject reading comprehension, so I'm sure that you know all the vocabulary of the tasks. Because your listening task from this book, listening tasks, they include a lot of new vocabulary that have been studied in previous tasks. And your previous tasks, as I told you, are reading tasks, writing tasks, and so on. So we'll touch, in this book, we'll touch only listening tasks. Each unit of this book, let me show you in contents, each unit of this book includes 3 listenings. You see there are 3 readings, and after each writing task, you have a listening task. I'll tell you all the pages and everything in details. Today we'll touch Unit 1 and 2, the natural world and leisure time. And as I told you, it consists of 3 parts, so it means you will have 3 recordings in Unit 1 and 3 recordings in Unit 2. So for the first listening and instructions, what to do in this listening, in this recording, you will go to page 16. Let me show you. Just a second. So your first listening task is on page 16. Here it is. Okay. So here you see CD1, track 2. I will also provide you with the tracks in case you don't have your CDs. So the first task here is listen to the lecture, choose the correct letter A, B, C. So here they talk about the trees and about how trees provide homes for insects, for birds, animals, and how the trees keep animals in shade. They protect them from the sun and so on. So you will listen to this recording and choose your best answer, A, B, or C. This is in Natural World, Unit 1, under the title Environmental Impacts of Logging, page 16. The next listening is on page 25. It's the same unit, Natural World. Okay, it's here. It's the same unit, Natural World, but the part is called Bird Migration. So here you will, just a second, only this part. Okay. Here you see a map. Listen to the talk. Look at the map below, labeled from A to E. Look at the list of places and write the correct letter, A or E, next to number 1, 5, from 1 to 5. So you listen carefully because this is a map, a little bit more complicated than just a lecture or some other things. Map is always difficult with its details, with its directions. So in this recording, you will hear some info about National Bird Sanctuary, and you will study many aspects of the lives of the migratory birds that pass through here every year. So that pass through this bird sanctuary. So listen carefully and try to find your answers. from 1 to 5 with letters next to it from A to E. Your next listening recording is on page 34. It's the same unit 1, Natural World, but it's under the title Plant Life in the Taklamakan. Taklamakan is a desert. 34. Just a second, let me show you. 33, 34. Yes, we are here. Here we go. So, you see, here we have a little bit different task. So I would like you to be careful with your terms, with the instructions. Here you see, listen to the discussion and complete the notes below. Write no more than one word for each answer. You know that in IELTS exams, you have to follow all the instructions carefully and not to break, let's say, the rules. Because all the instructions are given in details, and if you go against these instructions, you will lose your points during an exam, and it will also influence your results. So the same as here, of course, you have to follow the instructions and not to use more than one word. So you have 4 gap fills here about Taklamakan desert plants. They are talking about plants in this desert. You will listen carefully and just write one word for each answer. Again, as I told you before, you have to be careful with the words coming before the missing word, after the missing word. Try to find out whether it's a noun, whether it's an adjective, a verb. Also underline the main sections. You see they are divided into 2 stressors and adaptations, and each of this has 2 examples, and so on. So that's why you have to do some of your pre-listening task, underlining the main points, the speech parts, in order to, while listening, you can easily catch the word, the missing word, coming before or after these words, like adjectives or nouns or verbs. You have to work with them too, like grammatically, and it will be helpful in finding your best word that fits here. So guys, with the first unit we have completed 3 tasks, 3 listening tasks, 3 recordings, and now we'll switch to your unit 2, where your listening task starts on page 43. Let me quickly go to page 43. Yes, here we are. Yep. Listening CD1, track 5. So again, the same instruction is here. You cannot use more than one word here, and you have to complete the notes below. So it's the recording is about peripheral vision in sports, and here they touched only one kind of sport, baseball. Yeah, baseball, I'm sorry. And they talked about the importance of vision in this kind of games. So you will listen to the recording and fill in the gaps below. So this is number 1 from Unit 2 called Leisure Time. Number 2, listening task number 2 is on page 52. It's again leisure time, but under the title History of the Circus. Let me find it for you. 52. It's here. I'm sorry, 53. Yeah. 53. Okay. Here is again kind of a test. You have to choose from A, B, C. Listen to the talk and choose the correct answer, A, B, C. So the recording is, I'll give you some info about the recording. It's about the place where the performers work and dress. The same is with the animals. And then they will talk about the importance and the most popular part of the show that includes bright clowns and their performances. And in general, they will talk about the Springfield Circus. That was when it was founded, by whom it was founded, how many workers they have, like performers and animals they have. So you will have a lot of info about the Springfield Circus, its foundation and its performance. So you have 4 parts, and you have to listen and answer them with A, B, C. And the last one from this unit, Unit 2, Leisure Time, is on page 62. It's under the title, just a second, Uses of Leisure Time. Uses of leisure time. Let me find it for you. Okay, 63, not 62, 63. I have this mistakes maybe because of PDF. In my book, they are 52 and 62, but with PDF, just be careful, it's 53 and 63. And when you compare your book and my PDF book, just be careful with the pages. Maybe you have up or down one page. Okay, so this is CD1, track 7. Just be careful with your tracks, then it will be easier to find. The same instruction that we had in 2 listenings before. No more than 1 word. You have missing words and you have to add no more than 1 word. Again, missing words. Again, you have to underline some words coming before and after the missing word to make you help find the best answer. Okay, here you have 5 missing gaps. This recording is about a research on leisure time and on how people should use their leisure time. They will talk about people engaged in passive pastimes and also those who are active. And with those that are active, you will hear the reports by adults who are engaged in physical activities, and they will share their pastimes with you. That's it, guys. This is your last listening task. I hope you will do your best to complete it. And it might be complicated in some cases, like I told you before, as I told you before, in your map or in finding the best word for the missing gap. But in your home atmosphere, it's easier to work. Why? Because you can replay your recording many times, because we do it during the lesson 1 or 2 times, just in case we need it. We do it twice, but at home you can replay it many times and until you find your best answer. Okay, guys, this is it for today. 2 units and their listening tasks. I hope you will submit this till the next week till Tuesday. Yeah. So I'm expecting your tasks on Tuesday. next week. Have a nice day, guys.